Hey guys, my name is Dego, and today I have a lot to talk about, but not much time to talk about it. So let's start and let's get to it. So, I bought a new monitor. It's an AOC Q29 63PM. It's a 29-inch ultra widescreen display. It has 5 milliseconds input latency, and it is 2560 times 1080 by 1080. So that would be uh, the the width of a 2K with the height of a 1080, and uh, and it's a 21 by 9 aspect ratio, which is crazy, but it really comes in beneficial in stuff like video editing, because in editing you need a lot of space to see different video sources and see the whole timeline and stuff, and it really comes in useful to see all this stuff, and it looks like the screen looks really good. You may not be able to tell too well because my camera is not really good at recording video from a screen, but it if you look at it in person, it looks really good. You can't really see the pixels unless you're like 1 inch from the screen, which is pretty good. And the screen is just huge. It looks really good, and it's an IPS screen, so you can move to any angle, and you'll still be able to see the image really clearly without any distortion and contrast. So, I'll remind you of my specs in my computer. I'm running a AMD 8-core, 4 gigahertz, 8350 processor. I'm running a GTX 660 by EVGA, super clocked, and 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's pretty much all that's really important about this build. And as you can see, I'm running Battlefield 3 on ultra settings at like on my auto settings, which looks pretty much like ultra. I get pretty much 80 FPS. I mean 80 or maybe 50 FPS. And on ultra, I get 30 to 50 FPS. It depends. There's a lot of explosions going on. Of course, I'm going to get 30 FPS. But still, that's really playable. I always tend to go to auto settings because it actually adjusts the settings really well for the computer I have. And well, the thing is, this is more than 1080. So my card, my GTX 660 has 2 gigabytes of graphics memory. So it's not like the best at handling really high resolutions. If you want really high resolutions, you got to go for at least 3 gigabyte graphics card. So yeah, but I really like this. It works really well. On Battlefield 3 especially, and Minecraft. Minecraft and Battlefield 3 are made to be played with all these settings. The problem was in some games, like in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I could see the loading screens were kind of how would I call it? Just kind of like cut, because they're made for 16 by 9, but since those images are probably not dynamic, so they don't adjust to your resolution, they're already preset images. You can't really do anything about it. So yeah, Counter-Strike Global Offensive was kind of a problem in the loading screens. That's pretty much it, because in the actual game or in the menus, it was great. It worked like charm. Now let's get to Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3. These games were kind of a problem. Black Ops 2 had if I put my resolution in, and it shows an aspect ratio of 16:9, but it's like everything's a bit stretched to the wide side. So let's say a square minimap was kind of rectangular, which kind of sucked. I didn't really like that. And you can't really change the aspect ratio, so yeah, that kind of sucked too. So yeah, some things are stretched there. I think it's only the menus though. Like the actual game is not stretched. But yeah. Then in Modern Warfare 3, same thing. I can change the aspect ratio there, but they only have 4:3, 16:9, and 16:10, so I can't really do anything about it. But I feel Modern Warfare 3 had the menus are a better, like not the menus, the UI, the scoreboard and stuff have more better resolution, right? Because Black Ops 2, you can see the pixels once you get to a high resolution, but in Modern Warfare 3 you still can't tell. So I think Modern Warfare 3 is a bit better there with the pixels, more dynamic, but still I could see that it was kind of stretched. Now with my other games, I tried Black Ops 2 Zombies, same thing. Battlefield 3, as I said, it works really well. It's made for a lot of monitors. Then I haven't tried GTA 4 yet. I'll do it later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I tried GIMP, which is like Photoshop, and it works really well too. Again, and Google Chrome looks pretty funny. It's huge, and like all the websites are made for this width, so you could have two windows open side by side, and you'll still be able to see the full content. So yeah, that's pretty much what it was bought for. I got it for like being able to have two things at once, because especially in editing and programming, you need two windows to see. One with the actual program you're writing in, let's say Python or Visual Basic, and on the other side you have internet, and it's showing you like how you want to run stuff, like how you can do stuff and tutorials and stuff. So yeah, it's really good, and yeah, especially Sony Vegas. It's awesome. Sony Vegas is just awesome in this resolution. It's just made for this, and especially with the multi-core. I have the 8 cores. It runs really quickly and smoothly. So with that out of the way, I wanted to talk about my FPS. So my FPS didn't lower that much, almost not at all. Yeah, I like how the FPS pretty much stayed in Battlefield 3. In Battlefield 3, I always get around one, like, I always, like, with 720p, I got around 70 to 90 FPS. And now with the full screen, really wide screen, I have one a bit less, let's say, yeah, 50 to 70 FPS. It is kind of a lot. 20 FPS is a lot, but still, it's really playable. And yeah, it runs like a charm. So yeah, you can see my settings right there. Really good. And yeah, I'll see you on a next video. Yeah. Goodbye.